Maike, would you like to start? Just talk
Yes.
about the hard right's presence in Germany?
Of course.
Thank you.
Yes, dear colleagues and friends, thank you for the invitation to the AFT discussion in this morning, which is on a topic which is very important for the German Education Union GIW. So in Germany, right-wing and racist violence is at an all-time high. Anti-Semitic incidents have increased massively since the 7th of October last year. We are very worried about the rise of the far right. Let me point out some challenges in Germany. The AfD, the so-called Alternative for Germany, founded 2013 as an Eurosceptical, neoliberal and nationalist party, has become increasingly radical, deeply opposed to immigration, diversity, climate and energy transition policies, as well as the foundation of liberal democracies. By now, the AfD is represented in all state parliaments and in the national parliament. It is particularly strong in the eastern states, reaching for government power the upcoming state election in Saxony, Thuringia and Brandenburg. And that would be very awful. Despite its obvious ideological proximity to Nazism, increased surveillance for their anti-constitutional and right-wing extremist views, demarcation lines for coalition by other parties, even French far-right leader Marine Le Pen. The AfD still reaches high approval ratings among voters. This is also the case in local elections, which means that the AfD is now represented in municipal parliaments across the board, and that their ideas are increasingly having a real political impact, also on local or regional educational, social and youth policies. 16% of voters in the age group 16 to 25 supported the AfD at the European election this year. This is awful. But on the other side, it means that 84% of the voting young people didn't support AfD. The far right follows a strategy of cultural hegemony, for which they see not only social media, but also schools as a resonance chamber of right-wing ideologies to increase their field of action and power. It is therefore no surprise that the AfD heavily attacks any educational activities that counter their reactionary views. This includes propaganda against inclusive and/or sex education, inciting parents and students toward marginalized groups like refugees or the LGBTIQ+ community, as well as denunciation and intimidation attempts towards teachers if they express critical views of the party's anti-democratic and inhuman ideologies or foster projects against discrimination. On the international scale, we must not underestimate the networking and cooperation of far-right key players. It is therefore important that we support each other as education unions to respond to threats through the far right, and that we continue to work together.
Thank you. Thank you so much.